Awesome, we are live. Back to continuous in Dead Space. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really remember where we left off. But that's fine. I can figure it out as we go. I hope everyone's having a good morning and stuff. I know I said I was feeling sick the other day, but I am feeling a lot better now, and I'm having a pretty good day, all things considered. Family comes back from Japan today, so I'm gonna get to not see them, but have them be in a more reasonable time zone to chat with them and stuff. I found out that there's a museum ship that I'm interested in going to. That's actually like in my area, as in my province. So that's pretty exciting. I can't go see it until the end of May, but I can plan. And then I think that's really it for me. I'm gonna have some like stream ideas and stuff. Like I said, I mentioned right before starting stream on Twitter about revising my planned schedule for next week. Hey Wild Doge, thanks for showing up. We're just starting here. Yeah, so I'm planning on doing some revisions on my schedule for next week, so I can have a bit more variety than Hollow Knight and Dead Space, because I have some other games I'm thinking of streaming, and we're definitely going to still keep the deep dive. And then I also have some ideas for the week after, which is nice. I'm actually starting to plan ahead, which is new. So that's fun. I'm gonna have to see like how busy my schedule gets in that week, but some things I'll definitely do. With Pippa's new outfit coming out, I'm gonna probably do a deep dive 2 weeks from now, roughly. Well, like after next week on the Panzerschiff boats, because I don't know, it feels somewhat relevant, and I enjoy talking about naval stuff. So we'll do that, and then there's some other games. We'll probably continue Hollow Knight. Yeah, plenty to do. Now, where were we? We'd gotten a lot of stuff we can sell, which is great. I need to find a store, though. We actually have decent ammo for once. Not bad. I don't like that sound. Yeah, let's hold off on that. Okay. Is there a store nearby? Okay, yeah. So if I go down... Sorry, it's gonna take me a sec to remember myself. I'm absolutely awful with maps. And this is 3D, so it's particularly rough. Okay, but I should be able to get to a store pretty easily, which is great. Provided I survive whatever's crawling up the walls and whatnot. I can't tell if that's like natural, supposed to be like kind of ambient stuff, or if it's like an actual enemy. I just haven't seen. Is that gurgling on you? Oh, those are enemies, dude. Well, that explains what's there. I do need to go there, however. Alright, let's double check so that my paranoia doesn't get the best of me, that these areas are clear. Because the last thing I want to do is get jump scared from behind and flanked. Okay. Alright, we've got the shotgun thing. I should probably reload, actually, that would be smart. Does this not actually do damage? That would be a problem. Are you dead? Those guys look tougher than like the other enemies. Like they look very different. Like it's the same shape and stuff, but they seem to move a lot faster. Are they like evolving or something? Oh, I don't like that. That's not good. There's those doors. I still don't think it's worth opening them. Okay, that was just walking on that. That's fine. Do I have, I never remember if I actually have an upgrade. Oh, I have 3. Oh. Well, we can upgrade health then. And then what can we upgrade in the future? We probably want to upgrade like the damage for the pulse rifle maybe? And then we can look at upgrading this. I don't actually know. Okay, that thing there scared me for a sec. I thought it was still alive. I don't know how effective actually upgrading the health is gonna be if I can't heal, because like I'm running low on funds, which is I found happen fairly frequently. But I mean, it's in the game for a reason, so it should be doable. Where's store? Here it is. Let's check here first. Oh, why is there always gurgling and stuff? It's so, Force energy, we don't really need anything at the moment. Don't think. Medium med pack's nice. Power node wouldn't be bad either. I don't want to get another gun because I found that if you start to buy too many guns and stuff, it actually, like, the ammo that you're getting will be like you get the ammo of the guns that you have, and so you have too many and you want specific type of ammo. It's not that good, it seems. So at the moment we'll just hold off on buying that. Small med pack. I don't know if it's worth buying a small med pack or waiting and trying to get the medium later, because we already have a small. Yeah, let's hold off. I'd rather have some money in the bank, I think. I feel like they must have spent like half the damn budget on the noises, because it's very good. They do such like a great job with all like the ambience, and like not even like the monsters and stuff, but just like the environmental noises. It's kind of crazy. Maybe we buy damage here. Yeah, we go down like this path for 3, then we go to damage and reload here. Might not be the worst idea. Because the force gun does seem pretty decent. Okay, that... I think that actually scared me the most out of everything that's happened in this game. I was not expecting that to actually, like, do damage. Just give me a second. Okay. Why, it's always the environment that's the scariest. Even in Hollow Knight, it's the spikes, so shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, I missed a door actually over there. I'll get it another time. Yeah, these don't seem tougher. Are you dead? You don't seem dead. Okay, now you seem kind of dead. Just to make sure, though. I did not get jump scared by a kettle. It was a very clearly dangerous and substantial intended jump scare. Anyone would have been scared by it. It's not my fault. Could have happened to anybody. Okay? This game isn't scary. This is basically just a shooter. It's just like COD. Not the demon babies. No. See, those aren't scary. They're just like, I don't know, spiders and stuff. That's nothing to be afraid of. Anyone who thinks I was scared by this game is completely crazy. You were all just projecting. You guys were the ones who got scared. Where do you come from? Are they like coming back or something? God, I forgot how much melee sucks in this game. Or it's like horde survival now, honestly. Not getting jump scared by any more of you. Yeah, honestly, that stuff is a lot less scary than like the environmental thing, because it's just like an enemy, I feel like. Besides like if it really gets you with the jump scare and stuff, it's not going to be too scary. At least that's kind of like how it is for me. Oh, there's another one over there. But if it's like environment or like something shocking. Maybe, I mean, it definitely helps that like I see it coming. But I feel like oh, there's more. I feel like besides the body horror stuff, which I mean is certainly like, I don't know, gross and not for me. They're not particularly scary in themselves at this point, because I can kind of deal with them. I am still a bit hesitant to go close to that door. Well, sorry, not the vent. God, melee's awful. That's like a vendor. I don't like that that's there. Why is this locked? I feel like that's not a good sign. I do need to find like a good solution for those guys. You know, like those tiny... I can't tell if it's still alive. Yeah, so like at a certain point, those guys are more of like a nuisance than anything, if you know what I mean. Or like certainly the big guys and stuff, the like regenerating one was super scary because you can't stop it, and it's gonna chase you. And some of them are not scary but frustrating because I don't really have a good way of dealing with them. But the real horror I feel like comes from the environment and not the actual enemies themselves. It's the same thing with Amnesia that I found. I do wish that more horror games and stuff would kind of do this more, instead of go with like the jump scare, like kind of tropey focus, if you know what I mean. Well, there's definitely something outside now. At least one. How did you get in there? Yeah, space is scary, which is part of what makes this game scary. And then there's also the unknown of not knowing. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this, where I don't know what's on the other side of this wall, but I can hear it and I know it's there, is more scary than it will be when I go outside and just kill it. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing either. I think that I actually I enjoy that type of design. I feel like it makes for good games and stuff. But it is just interesting to see. Sometimes, less is more in these type of cases. Initiate feeding system. Let's hold off on that and see what is around.
Warning. Toxics detected in atmosphere processing.
Yeah. I feel like the more that a game focuses on like the environment being scary and not the enemies themselves, I feel like in my experience with horror games, which is to be fair somewhat limited, generally the better it is and the more I've enjoyed it. Like Dead Space I've really been enjoying a lot. Particularly just like the environment and stuff. Like the combat's good, but I feel like it's not a game I'm playing for the combat.
Make us whole again.
Is this our wife? Is that our wife that we're here to save? Well, she's part of the cult, clearly. Damn it, none of this was worth it. Wait, those things can grab me? I've never been attacked by those before. Yikes. Oh wait, is that insta-kill? That might actually just be worth it. I'd lose a bar of health and not... It is kind of unfortunate that... Ooh, shiny. That doors kind of are a bit overpowered and super useful. Because I can just like do this. Would you chill? At least these guys give good loot. Like 3,000 credits is pretty good. Can you stop glitching into the... God. I don't think that this was... Huh. I guess they really are all dead. Unitology. Is there any good loot here I missed? Fairly confident, no. But... Yeah, nothing. Sorry, so what I was saying before, these all rudely interrupted me, is I do think, like, I definitely have found a preference to games that don't focus as much on the combat, in terms of horror games, that is. Like Amnesia, like this, and I think to a certain extent, like Alien Isolation. Actually, I wouldn't say it's a focus on the combat, like a more focused on more focused on, well, less focused on jump scares, I think, is the big thing. Because as, like, when I'm playing horror games, watching horror movie, jump scares and stuff is just a big turn off. Like, I'm just not interested. I think it's, I mean, they're scary, so, like, obviously there's that. Don't like them for that, but also I feel like it's kind of just like a cheap, guaranteed, and kind of overused scare tactic. And so I have a lot more interest, respect, for, like, other games that don't focus on that. And so I think that there's definitely, like, that definitely influences my bias, with, like, which horror games. That's new. But I do feel like, games that focus less on the jump scares and more on the ambient horror are a lot, like, are generally higher quality. At least these all have a weak spot. That makes it pretty easy. And so I think, like, Alien Isolation is the most interesting example, because it does definitely have, I mean, all of the games will have moments, with jump scares and stuff. Dead Space, most certainly, and Alien Isolation as well. But I feel like if it doesn't feel overused, at least in this, I haven't finished Alien Isolation, but I made it decently far, and it didn't feel too overused. And so that's kind of where I'm at with, like, horror games and stuff, where I definitely prefer the, like, ambient, environmental horror over the, like, shock jump scare. That's why I've never really gone into, like, FNAF or anything like that, because I feel like that's very, jump scare focused. Like, there's definitely an argument that, FNAF, because of, like, it's a big part of it is the environment, with, like, you know, you are in the, like, restaurant at night alone, but I feel like because you don't get as much ability to explore the environment as, like, games like this, and, like, the main horror element focus is on the jump scares, I think that that's kind of made me less interested in that game, as well as the focus, like, the more you die in a horror game, the less scary it is. And so I feel like in a game like, Five Nights at Freddy's, where I definitely die a fair bit, I just don't find it as scary. I just find it can be, like, frustrating or whatever. But I don't think it's a bad game either. It's obviously a very successful one, and from everything I've seen, it seems to be a pretty good game. Just not really for me. But I'd say most horror games in general aren't really for me either, if I can help it. How do I get in here? Oh. God, it's the damn babies. Yeah, I feel like combat in this game is kind of starting to go less scary and more like time to kill these things. But that's, I mean, it still definitely has enough horror stuff to make up for that. Where do I guess, oh yeah, go straight down. I still don't get why I go head first. I feel like there's gotta be a better way. Especially when it's like the boots that control gravity. There really no jumps there in here? Huh. Well, say you pulled one over on me. Developers. I mean, there was, but I feel like that still counts. You still got me there. I can admit that. Give me 1 sec. How good am I on ammo? Because I've been... I still have a decent amount, actually. And the shotgun. Ammo. I can probably sell some of that. Because I feel like it needs to be upgraded more. A bit. Before it's going to be super useful.
Exiting zero gravity.
Sorry, by shotgun I mean the, force gun. Because it seems to function like a kind of shotgun or, grenade launcher, like is a close range weapon. Ooh, the engine. Warning.
Air filtration system still active. Entering the filtration tubes is extremely hazardous.
Hello? Hello, security? Thank God. This is Dr. Croft in hydroponics. I'm trying to locate second engineer Jacob Temple. I can't get through to engineering. Of course I know there's a shipwide medical alert. That's why I'm trying to locate him. No, we're safe for now, but the tram is down and we can't reach the escape pod. Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna have to go through here, aren't I? I don't like that. Do I like hit those to open them? Uh-oh. What's the skittering? Oh. Are they still alive? I can't tell. I really hate that, like, they make all the sounds and stuff and like ragdoll when you bump into them. That's not fun. I'm watching you. I know your tricks, game. You're gonna jump me any second now. Looks like... Med pack. And another power node. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back here, I think. Maybe. Don't know if this is actually the way I'm supposed to go. Oh, we already are getting a decent amount of ammo. That is very nice. Things are starting to look up a bit. Going from like 4 guns to 3, especially 3 guns that I'm going to be using more consistently, was definitely the right decision. I could probably still get away with going back down to just the 2. But I feel like for now at least 3 is a decent spot. If I start to run into ammo problems, then I'll probably put this in, like the force gun into the bank. But otherwise, we'll keep running it.
Warning. 10 kiloton mass detected in food storage.
10 kilotons is a lot, right? I mean, it sounds like a lot. I'm assuming it's a lot. But I don't know, could not be that big in relation. No. God damn it. Checkmate. Doors. Get doored. Chat, this is the top tip for horror movies, especially in space. Use a door. Monsters can't open doors. None of them, actually. That's a scientific fact. So if you use that, you will survive. If they're a human, you're kind of in trouble, though. But, if not, you're fine. So, just keep that in mind. Yeah, doors are just super OP. I really wish there was a better way to get rid of those guys, because the melee system... I hope in the remake they make the melee, like the stomp and stuff, better. At least, like, against those guys. Makes sense, it doesn't have to be super powerful or anything, but, like, just easier, a bit easier to hit with and stuff would be nice. Why don't I need to go back in there yet? Can't let them know my secrets too much. I'm gonna be unpredictable. I imagine that's where some of them came. This is nice, it's peaceful here now. That everything's dead. That would do it, huh? Wait, so I don't have to interact with, like, the air filtration stuff here yet? I am confused. Ah, okay, so there's the remaining poison pod it wants me to deal with. And so I guess I can't. And I'm gonna probably come back here, I feel like. Or I'm supposed to activate that thing and haven't already, and should've. But that's a future Soren thought. But I assume that's because it's getting bigger or something, and then pressure. See, that was good horror there, because it subverts my expectations that something's going to come out. It's still scary, and it's not been like an overused thing. It builds off of like previous mechanics of them going through the what words them going through the vents. It builds off of that, and yeah, just subverts the expectations there while still remaining scary. And like there could probably be like a rational reason with like the pressure or something by the thing growing bigger. Very well done. To be clear, this is kind of me talking out of my ass. I don't really know anything about game design besides like what I've picked up as a video game player. So like I don't really know like anything about like the nitty-gritty or the specifics about stuff, just from experience. I don't like that I can still hear it. I really hate that. Yeah, like I have a couple friends and stuff in it, but that stuff's a bit not for more than a game journalist. Yeah. Yeah, I just I like to think that they get, because they get like the early releases or whatever, that's why that it's generally not that great. But you know, at a certain point, like, you know, correlation and all. But yeah, pretty much all my like experience about like and ability to critique games come from playing video games and then watching some channels like Josh Strife Hayes does some very good stuff on MMOs. So I've watched a lot of him. Ironically, I don't really play MMOs that much because socialization's scary. And I'd rather play single player where I can be alone. But they had some very interesting insights and stuff, particularly into like monetization and that kind of thing. Which was pretty informative. And it's definitely got me to like more critically analyze and think carefully about design decisions, which I think has been nice. Because I do like, I don't know, I do kind of enjoy just like analyzing things. So, like looking at like a game and being like, so this is why they did this and all that kind of stuff. I find that fun. Yeah. I wouldn't want to like design a proper video game though. It seems really hard. So I do have like, I definitely have sympathy and stuff for game designers, even if like the game's not that good. It's, you know, it's more than I'm willing to do and stuff. Though I do one day am interested in designing like a kind of tabletop like war game type thing. Because I think that would be fun, and it's not, at least I feel like for me it's not, because it's not coding and stuff related, so it's the skill barrier and accessibility is a bit easier. Go for do it on stream. That's not a bad idea to do on stream. I didn't think, I mean, yeah, I hadn't really considered doing it on stream because it's never been something I've been felt I should actively pursue, but it would be kind of fun. And it would, yeah. So I've kind of had two ideas. One that came more frequently is I do really want, basically I'm dying for like, I really like turn-based strategy games and stuff. If you haven't guessed by like me liking D&D and all that kind of thing, I like that kind of stuff, as well as RPGs. So I've always been dying for like a really good naval turn-based strategy, turn-based tactics type game, or like Titanfall 2, which is my other, like my favorite franchise. I would like love for them to do a turn-based strategy game. So if I were to do something, it would probably be based off one of those, at least like initially. How? So okay, activate the feeding system.
Replacing nutrient
Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. I know what I'm supposed to do now. I am supposed to freeze this.
Replacing nutrient
But yeah, so I think that would be
That's the
fun.
last one, Isaac.
I am a bit worried it would
Liquid
just
atmosphere
turn into
controls
me
will
like
stop the oxygen recycling.
going full
Once you're clean, you can get
hyperfixation
into
on like
storage.
nitty gritty details that no one would care about.
Isaac, I've been reading the reports. The crew all began having mass hallucinations.
Which is kind of why I've kept like most of these ideas to myself for the most part.
Security monitor.
But it is like
Possible.
something I think would be fun. So maybe on stream or something would be nice. I'd probably want to get at least like a kind of base thing set up, so it's not like completely from scratch. Like in personal life or on stream for talking about it, kind of both. In general, I'm a bit hesitant to talk about my interests because I know I can very easily, I think that was her wife again, right? The one who's by the cult. Really don't think it's worth helping her, Isaac. Come on. In like just kind of in general, talking about my interests, I'm always a bit hesitant for, because I've kind of trained myself to be just extra cautious about being rude, disrespectful, or just like annoying to people, because I know I definitely can be, if I don't like actively like kind of self-regulate, I guess. So I generally, unless like off ADHD meds and stuff, or particularly chatty, I generally avoid talking about it unless prompted. But it is a habit I'm trying to break, because most people are actually like pretty chill with it. Yeah, people for Alt F4, that's fair. And that's why I think, like, yeah, just title it correctly. Yeah. I mean, I think that areas like this, like streaming stuff, and I think that's why I've been enjoying it so much, is that it's kind of given me an opportunity to do that, where it's not as easy in, like, real life. Because I can just talk into the void here, if necessary, and that's like fine. So there is definitely a benefit to it, and so I would recommend, like, if people like give maybe not a stream, but like this type of thing a try of just like talking into the void, even if you're just talking to no one, because it is kind of not therapeutic, because it's not like proper therapy or anything, but it is nice to get like ideas out there, especially if you're kind of like me and prone to keeping them bottled up, or just don't focus on one for too long. This kind of does definitely help me when it comes to like at least stuff I'm planning to do, being able to like talk and like kind of have a period where I'm forced to be more actively talking is helpful for, like, just in general, getting my mind to focus on like planning and the future and stuff, whereas normally I would just be kind of living more moment to moment and like distracting myself from everything that's going on. Man, it really has gotten pretty big, huh? That is not
It's hard for me
good.
to believe what I'm seeing here. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to the mining deck. I hear that's where survivors are gathering. Jacob, I'll wait for you there.
Good Glacier, thank you. Yeah, it's nice to just be able to like actually use my voice for once, because normally I just don't really talk during the day, because just kind of stick to myself, and so having that, especially with the schedules is super helpful, just in general. I've been finding, as annoying as they can be to like come up with like thumbnails and all that stuff, like some of the details can be a bit
Still alive. Get in there and kill it before it
but
contaminates the entire ship.
like scheduling yourself and then starting to how do I getting into that routine and stuff, and kind of planning on knowing when you'll socialize, I guess, and just be more talkative. It has definitely been helpful for like my mental health and stuff, I think. Ah, boss fight. I was about to gloat about how they'd missed me, but you're next, right? No. Ow. Where's Nyana? Okay, so maybe I just wasn't hitting it properly before. Or just wasn't enough, it seems. Oh no. Phase 2, I guess. Oh, that's, I'm out of ammo for that. Man, if I known there was gonna be a boss fight, I would have prepared a bit more. Ah, okay, I think I've realized. Maybe I'm supposed to fire, like, the explosive stuff at it. Mayhaps. maybe not. Am I supposed to get closer? Is that it? Okay. Let's do that. Wow, I'm gonna have no ammo by the end of this though. More med packs. Oh, you have dog. I mean, I guess I should have probably guessed by your name. But what type of dogs are they?
You did it.
Wild dogs.
Hammond.
Oh, did I
Do you
actually
read?
kill it?
Oxygen levels are returning to normal.
1 second phase.
Damn it. He's gone again. No sign of his rig anywhere. It's up to us now.
But I thought you were supposed to pick Hammond up.
I've located
You,
an
you
SOS
actually,
on
everyone
deck.
is
You can
useless.
get down there and activate it.
They're
We
all
might be able to send a
useless,
distress
chat.
call.
Like, they just,
Oh god. I don't know how much longer that target will hold.
Do you not have a gun either? I have to. They all. It's up to me to save them all. Clearly. Oh, do you not actually have like loot? Australian Shepherds mixed with blue healers. Not sure what a blue healer is. I don't know the breed, but I've seen Australian Shepherds, and that's cute. My family has a golden doodle, which is really nice.
Exiting zero
Yeah.
gravity.
Definitely a dog person over cat person, to be honest. Though I don't think that I have the I don't think I have the talents for like raising a dog. Definitely do a much better job with a cat. Sheep herding dogs. Oh, that makes sense. Dogs from Mad Max Road Warrior. Smart but high energy, yeah. I would need a dog with low energy for me. Like, I got pretty lucky with my golden doodle and stuff. Like, he's fairly, like, moderate energy. He's flexible when it comes to energy, basically. Like, in certain environments, he's gonna be, like, full of energy, and other times, he's just gonna be kind of relaxing. So that's pretty nice. And then, my family's also had like some beagles and stuff in the past, not like my extended family, and then also some Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, which are very chill dogs, and yeah, definitely not like high energy, I would say, on the Cavaliers, but they're really nice and cute. Love going to such goofy and nice dogs. Yeah, they are very goofy and like chill. What's funny is mine doesn't really look like a golden doodle. He definitely more looks like a retriever. which I really like because I really like how retrievers look and stuff. But yeah, he does it like it's kind of hard to tell at a glance because he's not like he's got the face of a retriever basically, but the curly kind of like the short curly hair of like doodles. We don't have any Desmo. But yeah, golden doodles. I'd love to get like when I grow older and stuff and out of university, you know, and if I get a dog, I'd probably want to get one similar to him. But also, I don't know, like, I'm not great at taking care of pets and stuff. So, who knows? Yeah, dogs are great. 10 out of 10 pet. Absolutely love dogs. And so, yeah, like, if I would get a pet, I would definitely want to get a dog. I just, you know, if I'm barely able to take care of myself, I'm not confident in my abilities as, like, a pet owner. God, these guys, like, they're the worst. Did it open just so that I could get jumped by the... Really? Ugh. I will say though, for like a golden retriever mix, he is not that great at properly retrieving things. He's fantastic at catching stuff and chasing things, and he really loves swimming, like a ridiculous amount. But he's not so great at returning. Did I go the wrong way? He's not so great at returning stuff that he's fetched. But yeah, he's when I say he loves swimming, he like loves swimming more than probably all of my family, more than he loves all of my family combined. If honestly, like if we let him off, we have like a cottage and stuff by a lake. So if we let him off there, he will just instantly head straight to the like kind of like pier dock, and if we do not like slowly, like, and there's like a decent chance he'll jump off of it basically and just go in the water, even if we don't throw anything. Yeah, so he's fully embraced being like a water dog essentially. I think the only thing that he would love, like, almost as much as snow. Because he also really... I guess he just likes water in, like, all its forms, basically. Like, snow, like, lakes, puddles, and stuff. Yeah, he does a really cute thing where, like, if it's particularly snowy, he'll basically, like, stick his snout into the snow, like, as if he's, like, looking into, like... an animal burrow or something, I feel like, and so it's really cute. I get at some point I'll have to see if I have any photos and stuff, because I'm a bit hesitant to share like stuff with my dog, obviously, but I think I can probably find some stuff that's okay to share without being too revealing or anything. Yeah, he gets super muddy. Which is always so fun because whenever we're heading back from the cottage, my parents love to let him go out for a last swim. And they always decide to do that right before we go in the car. And
This may be our last chance.
They don't like having him up in the front, which, you know, fair. So guess where he goes? In the back with me and my sister, all like sopping wet.
The beacon's on the maintenance subdeck.
And I'm definitely not salty that that happens so often.
Damn, the control room is locked.
Yeah.
It looks like they keep an emergency access key on the processing subdeck. Couldn't be easy, could it? I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Yeah, but if we... The funny thing is that if we leave him in the car, or like if we just don't pay too much attention, he does try to go to the front of the car, like either in the drive. You go in the driver's seat if it's free, or he'll go into like the passenger seat in the front. So a lot of the times I'll have to be like, me and my sister will have to be like pulling him back from going up to the front. Because my parents don't want him to be up there because it's, you know, distracting and stuff when they're driving. So he's gonna be a bit persistent on that. Yeah, he has definitely mellowed out because he hurt his ACL last summer. Summer before, I think. God, time has completely been ruined for me. I don't. Yeah, he tore his ACL. He's recovered and stuff, like for the most part, like he walks fine and everything now, I think. But he definitely kind of has mellowed him out a bit, sadly. But I think that's also like starting to get with like as he's getting a bit older. I think he's like 6 now. Again, time is like I'm awful with, so I don't know his specific year. But I think he's like 5 or 6. And now that like other members of the extended family are getting like puppies and stuff, he's started to like mellow out and take the kind of older sibling role. It could be it just like appears that because they're just so rambunctious and stuff, I suppose. So maybe he's not really just mellowed out that much and it's just everyone else around him is just crazy and wild. But yeah, he's definitely like kind of a bit more chill. Dogs see humans as elves who never age and know infinite wisdom. True. We know how windows work, which I don't think they quite have necessarily figured out. And we know where all the good food is. And sometimes, if they're lucky, we give them the food. So of course they love us. Small med pack. No, I thought I got a big med pack. What happened to the big med pack? No, what happened? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Close rounds. I'm actually super low on that. Starting to get low on ammo. I was gonna sell some stuff, but doesn't look like that would be a good idea. How greedy is it to buy a power node here? We have enough, but I know it's probably better to either wait or to buy, like another small med pack or something. But it's another power node. Ooh, is very tempting. I always keep one handy for the door. Well, the thing is, I never know, like, I've found that I've opened one of the doors so far, and I know I probably should open more and stuff, but I'm always, like, a bit worried that it's just not gonna, like, whatever is behind the door is not gonna be worth the cost of, like, the power node. Because, you know, I could be upgrading my weapons and stuff and improving my survivability with it. And so I've kind of been ever since that first one where I feel like I didn't get my money's worth per se, like I didn't make up some of the credits back really. Like getting like audio logs and stuff that's behind there is really nice, but when I want to make sure I'm beating the game and stuff, it's, I don't know, I'm just very hesitant now about getting it. Because it just doesn't seem like it's always gonna be worth it. Okay, so if I were to get one, where would I put it? I could put it here, increase reload, and then damage. And then I'd be able to go up here into... Actually, no, I couldn't increase damage. I'd have to go here first. Which isn't still the worst. Okay, so that's a blueprint or mod. Yeah. I hadn't really considered that, to be honest. Okay, I will buy one and I'll keep it. Just in case. Because I hadn't actually considered that there could be blueprints and mods and stuff. Capacity, if you're looking to minimize. Well, the thing about capacity is I have to have the ammo for it, you know? And if I'm like, I've been recently getting a bit like having to be a bit conservative on ammo and stuff, and so I've been a bit hesitant to go like pick up capacity upgrades and stuff because of that. Oh, I could go, damn it. Oh, we gotta save it. Like, so that's why I generally put it into reload, I think. Because I feel like I'd rather be able to reload and kind of make up for that lack of capacity than to risk, like, getting a bit low on. Like, if I just don't have the ammo to always be at, like, full capacity. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. But I feel like reload is just like as good, and generally I just try to focus on damage the most. Because I think that's the most important for making, you know, the... Okay, so I can't go to... I guess let's go to... I should definitely check first, so I don't do it dumb. Okay, we're supposed to go to... second one. It makes a better upgrade damage. Yeah. God, it's... That could have gone worse. Yeah. I mean, I could, like, up the ammo I'm getting, or at least the types of it, like, the ammo of a certain type. Okay. Are you still alive? I honestly cannot tell. Okay, I feel like it's safe to assume a no. At least, like, get you out of there. Yeah, like if I put one of my guns into like storage, I think I'd probably or sell it. I'd probably increase the ammos of like, because ideally I just keep getting ammo for this, the plasma cutter, because I think that's the best gun and that's my favorite. But it is nice having like the other options. So I could like go off one of the guns for a bit to try to focus on like getting ammo of a certain type, I suppose. But I still think it's better to try and focus on the damage upgrades. Is okay, that's really nice against those actually. In other ways, you can shoot off the arms, use them as, you can use them as spears. I knew you could like lift them up sometimes and stuff, but I didn't know you could actually use them as like a weapon. Have to be, I guess, yeah, it makes sense. You'd have to be like a good shot. Yeah. I don't know how good I'd be with that, so I think I'll stick to like this for now. I could just move it like a smart person. But yeah, I think my best way is gonna be sticking to like 2 or 3 guns instead of getting like a 4th, as nice as that could be. I just kind of wish I'd realized that a bit earlier into the playthrough before like buying other guns to try out and stuff, and then selling them in the future. You're not coming back to life on me, alright? I don't want one of like the... I know the thing that makes him come back. Arm sights can be used to kill, insta-kill. Oh, it can insta-kill, that's... Yeah. Well, I guess you have to get it, so it's not like full in insta. These explode, I think, right? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Just want to throw all these off the edge in case one of those like reanimator things comes back. I ain't getting got by that. I'm gonna come back to this area. They're just gonna be back in the same place, and the animator's gonna be there. That's my prediction. Goodbye. I'm definitely being way too paranoid that something's gonna come back. But on the off chance it does, I'm gonna look like a genius, and it'll all be worth it. I suppose I could have tried, like, just smashing them. I don't know if that would work. Space Dead is nothing more than Schizo Simulator. Perfect, I'll fit right in. This game was built for me. Wait, was there... I think I forgot to loot an area. Yes, I did. This one piece of loot could be crucial. More ammo, let's go. Yeah. One thing I have started to get worried about in the game is running low on credits. Because I don't know if there's like... I'm assuming that there's a finite amount. And, you know, I want to get, like, power nodes for my guns and stuff, ideally. And, like, upgrade that. So I'm starting to get a bit concerned that I'm not going to be able to get all the stuff that I want. Text log. Situation got a lot worse. Gravity failure. Collecting asteroids. Killed 2 crew. They can't until the asteroid chunks are free, or the crew members. Because I feel like if it was just crew members and it wasn't like a concern of damaging the ship or something, just like as just like drop the gravity, let it all like fall down. No power node. Can I... How am I on... I could use more ammos. But I have plenty of force energy, which is nice. So I don't think I really need anything. I think we're probably fine to save. Yeah. I could get a health pack, but like I said, I am just a bit paranoid of running out of credits to not get all the thing I want. So that's some nonsense right there. I should totally be able to get this. Boo.
Entering zero gravity.
There's a failsafe on the processing control door. It won't open until gravity is restored.
Can I, like...
on the gravity until those boulders are cleared from the room. Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam with your kinesis gun.
Yeah, they definitely that pulse ammo right there. It's so... It's right... Hell, I could probably just like reach out and grab it. I am curious, did I check that door? I think it was locked. Oh yeah, I should probably, I keep forgetting that I think ammo doesn't, in like inventory, is different than ammo in the magazines. So I do have a bit more ammo than I think. Okay, so I guess that it was because of the asteroids. Where I heard the danger noise. I know that's. I heard danger noise. Where is it? Where are you? It's the danger babies. I know what you are. I know your games. I know your tricks. You won't get me. Nightmare babies. Man, this game really is making me paranoid. At least for these, I know they're actually here, and I'm not being paranoid about that. I don't think they can leave, I guess. I just want to bait them over here so I can actually shoot them without leaving. Game, you don't have to try and replicate my actual heart rate. Oh god, that is a lot of danger, like nightmare babies. There, that is a lot of them. Oh, and whatever those guys are. The scorpion guys. Haha, you guys can't go through an opening. Gotcha. I just realized now would probably be a decent time to bring out the force gun, considering they're within like a meter of me. Man, sometimes I just... Does it not work in space? I guess that would kind of make sense. Maybe it just doesn't like working through here. How the hell did I miss that? I'm actually... I just want to say that the reason I've been saying I'm low on ammo and been always concerned with that is not because I'm a bad aim. It's because of the game. It's not because there's no proof that I cannot aim for shit. That's anyone who says that, that's a complete misconception. No, God, I'm fully out of that ammo. You see, it's the ammo problem. It's an intentional game design choice. That's why. I am a lot more concerned now that I don't have ammo for this. But are you still not... They're so... Man, why won't you just die? The worst part is, I'm sure there's like a phase 2 or something later, where there's gonna be more of them. Like, yeah, I've only done two of the asteroids here. Okay. Is there any... They really not drop much. Oh, I guess there's some here. 800 credits. That's almost some ammo. Anything else? Man, why can't babies drop more loot?
Exiting zero gravity.
Well, I guess I'm buying more ammo then. Pain. Alright, I think that's all I'll buy for now. How am I in ammo and other? Not great. Okay, after what I'm assuming is the second stage of the fight, where I, after I finish the asteroid, I'll see how much ammo I have then, and then I might put the, force cannon into, like, the reserve, so I can try to get a bit more ammo on, like, the plasma cutter and stuff.
Reminder. Gravity must be restored before accessing the control room. Thank you.
Yeah. I won't sell it because I already have put some stuff into, like, invested into it.
Gravity must be restored before accessing
But I do think it would be a good idea too. God, I really don't think that's a makes such an icky noise. Yeah, I think it would be good to words. Okay, that was the asteroid, right? I think. Pretty sure that was okay. I think that was the asteroid. Please let it be the asteroid. I don't need like some giant brute showing up when I have like no ammo. There's another one apparently. Where is it? Am I just dumb? Don't answer that. Oh, there it is. Okay. $1,200, that's another 6 ammo. Sweet. Yeah. I know you can upgrade the telekinesis, but it doesn't really seem worth it. I mean, I guess if you're like one of the people who, like you mentioned, were able to kill people with the... Ooh, okay, this has a power node thing. I think I already got most of the loot from what's supposed to be here, but I am greedy, and honestly, if it just has ammo and stuff, I'm kind of desperate, so... Ruby semiconductor, I can sell those for a lot. Okay, actually, this I think was worth it, probably. Even if it's just, like, ammo and stuff. Yeah, TK builds work with their arm plates, right, yeah. I'm not sure, because I'm not really sure how, like, it doesn't seem that the telekinesis is that useful, besides, like, puzzle stuff. And I guess, like, you could try and block them off, and that kind of thing. I'll just sell some stuff. Ruby semiconductor. Okay, well, we made our money back. So so sometimes it's good. I don't have healing, but I'm at full. I have pulse rounds, which is good. Force energy is good. I'm okay on ammo for now. Could have more. Buy a power node, get it on hand again. As tempting it is to just spend it. And then I'll buy some more plasma energy, I think. Maybe just one. And then let's see. I don't want to... I know I probably should buy a med kit or something. But I also really want to try and like keep my credits up. Well, I should. At least... Yeah. So I get... Yeah, I should. I don't think I can justify just not getting it. Yeah. I haven't found I've needed the air cans or the stasis stuff as much. I mean, like, obviously stasis would be nice now, but I always forget to use it anyways. So I feel like I generally find that it's always worth selling, because you also get good money off of those. Also, wait, if gravity's restored, how the hell do I get back? Anyways, that's... Yeah, wait a minute. Something don't make sense. But yeah, so I find the stasis stuff isn't really super useful. And neither is the air cans, because I don't know if I just am brain dead and haven't figured it out, or there isn't a way to, like, quick use the air cans. But if there isn't, which is what it seems like to me, it's not really worth having. I can just kind of try and hope I make it off of... I still haven't figured out what those, like, arm things do. I don't think I want to. Okay, a lot of damage, turns out. Got him with those doors. Oh, shit. I got too cocky. This time I'll be smart and pick it up with that. Like a smart boy. Use the arms axe to improvise grenades. Oh, with telekinesis, I'm assuming. Smart. I would have never really just thought of that. Where's the... Okay, it looks clear enough. No? Finally? Thank God. I knew there was going to be a second phase, though. God, I'm very grateful I ended up... Oop, that's a shiny. Not close enough. It's useful in Dead Space 2. I haven't played. This is my first Dead Space game, but I do have access to the other ones through like the EA Play subscription. So I will eventually try out the other Dead Space games, because I mean, Dead Space 1 is definitely leaving a good impression, if a terrifying one.
That's the key.
So it's that
Isaac.
mining
It'll
access
get you into the
key.
control room so you can launch the asteroid. Don't forget to attach the beacon first. I read another report on the colonist dementia. It seemed to start after they removed the marker from the planet. God knows how long it was down there.
Okay, I thought the marker was on the planet for like a long time and it only very recently got moved here. Okay, I'm getting confused. But it also... Okay, well, it does kind of makes sense, I guess, that dementia would start, because if it's like a hive mind type thing, which it definitely like kind of seems to be, and you separate it from like the main brain that is like the marker or whatever. Oh, sweet, a power node. Yes, now I have two and I can spend one without worrying. Then I guess it makes sense that it would what? What was that? I don't like that. You know what? I'm smarter than this. Dead Space 3 is a disappointment, would not recommend. I'll probably still give it a shot eventually, because I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna play 2, I'll probably, you know, it's worth trying the 3rd. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it's not that good. Yeah. Checkmate, I'm smarter than you, game. Gotcha.
Please recycle any unused materials regularly. Thank you.
Yeah. I still am not really pieced together most of the story, but I'm trying. Gonna play Dead Space 3, then I recommend to play with a friend. It has co-op. I didn't know that the Dead Space games had co-op. Only 3 is that's an interesting choice for a horror game, I feel like. Seems kind of unusual, no? Like, I know there's some horror games and stuff that are, let's go, I want to go to preparation first, that are co-op, but I feel like usually it's generally avoided. Because at least it seems like, as a player, it'd be harder to, what's to like build the same ambience and environment, because you have like, you know, I guess the unknown kind of variable that is the second player, like the interactions between the players. So I respect the bold choice by them to do it. But it's just a very interesting one. It's made during their money grabbing decline phase. Yeah. EA. They made good games, but god damn it, they're the worst. They really suck, because they've made some of my favorite games and stuff. But they've also not treated my favorite games particularly great. Like with Titanfall and stuff. Yeah, like it's by far my favorite game, I'd say. Definitely at least in favorite FPS game. But they have not treated it well. Scummy business decline in business practices late 2015. Yeah. It really is unfortunate. So where do I even go now? Titanfall 1 and 2. Yeah, I never really got to play Titanfall 1 because like when I started Titanfall 2 and I'm guessing around 2016, I think. I don't remember the specific. But like decently early, I think. And then but by that point, like the time I learned about Titanfall 1 and stuff, or like really thought to try Titanfall 1 and then ended up getting it. It was kind of like the servers for it were already not really played anymore. And so I never really got to play it that much, which sucks. But Titanfall 2, love. It has a very special place in my heart. It is like I love that game to pieces. And it's really, really painful what they did to it with the servers and everything. Yeah, it was new movement system and potential. The movement system is just super fun. And for people like me who, if you haven't guessed based off my aim, I'm not like the best with shooters. I mainly played them with like friends and stuff, or like, because it was kind of like, the games to play. But I'm not like the best, and I struggle with them, and so I don't necessarily always enjoy them that much. But like with the movement system and stuff, I got to really have a ton of fun with that, and like kind of help mitigate my lack of skill in like aiming and recoil control and all the stuff with gunplay. So I really enjoyed it because of that, I think. And then also the Titans were super fun. I really love like that concept and sci-fi and stuff. And the campaign is just absolutely amazing. 100% my favorite campaign in a FPS game. Probably my favorite campaign overall as well. They just do a really good job. And I've relatively recently been trying to like get an idea of the what's that? I don't like whatever's making that noise. Yeah, what was I really like the game stuff, and with the campaign and everything, it was really fun. And then I've recently started learning some of like the skips and like the higher end movement tech for like speedrunning stuff, because I find that stuff super interesting. I don't have like the patience, fine muscle control, and like all that to do proper speed running myself, I think. But I really enjoy learning about it, and then for games that I'm super passionate like Titanfall, I'm willing to, try out like a bit and dip my hands into it. And it's been pretty fun so far. I still have a lot of practice to do, and I haven't tried it in like a couple months. But eventually, one day I want to try and do like a proper Apex, Titanfall. Sorry, I just read the Apex players thing there. A proper Titanfall like speed run, just to say like I can do it. Because I've tried doing like challenge runs and stuff, and I've had a lot of fun with as well. Like avoiding shooting the gun, like the main gun of either the Titan or the pilot. That challenge was a lot of fun. I wasn't able to complete it in the end because the very last area with the smart pistol and like where you don't have the Titan and you just have the smart pistol and stuff was very difficult to. I just couldn't get past the first set of enemies there, unfortunately, even with like invisibility and stuff. Or sorry, no, you don't. I don't think you get invisibility there, which is why it makes it so difficult. But overall that was still a really fun challenge. And it was a lot of fun. And most of it was, I actually made it a lot farther than I expected, because fighting the bosses and stuff, I let myself still use like grenades, invisibility, and also like melee and Titan abilities, but not weapons or Titan weapons either. Just like the abilities, and like shield, like the ion laser, that kind of thing. And it was actually surprisingly achievable, just pretty difficult to do for the bosses and stuff in particular. The one I wasn't expecting to be bad was Scorch, because normally I don't really have that hard a time with him, because he's like the first boss, and he's kind of, I feel like, is not terrible. But if you have to be within melee range or just avoid him for the most part, it's not as easy, turns out. Some of the high skill players I played with Titanfall did wall hopping, Kraber, sniper shots. Yeah, that's cool. The Kraber, I always have a mixed opinion, because generally I find like snipers in like FPS games is very like controversial, because it really like one-hit kill stuff is kind of it feels bad. But I feel like Titanfall did a somewhat decent job helping mitigate that with like the movement system, allowing you to kind of come from a different angle and surprise them. So I wasn't like that. Yeah, campers and stuff, exactly. Yeah, and like camping and stuff is fun as a camper, and I think that there's a place for it in video games. I think that should be more in like single player type games, or like less FPS games, because I don't know, it's not fun for the other people playing. But I feel like Titanfall helped mitigate that a bit, and then that kind of led to me having a not as bad, as negative an opinion of the Titanfall snipers and stuff. Though I do feel like the shotguns in Titanfall were kind of, at least in the main game, weren't that great. Like the multiplayer. In the campaign, they were pretty good, because you can get them pretty easily, and they were just a solid weapon. I mainly used the machine pistol. I found really nice, and then I would use like I used the what's the Cold War grenade launcher, the burst grenade launcher, because that was really fun. And then I eventually moved to like, I used the R201s and stuff. And then I tried the car and that kind of thing, and like Volt and all that, and they're all pretty fun. But mainly, like, my main love was that machine gun pistol. I can't, what's the name escapes me at the moment. As for my Titan, I usually I played Monarch primarily. And before Monarch, I played Tone. Usually, but I didn't play Ronin, Legion, or Scorch that much, but I would have a bit of variety with like the other ones and stuff. Yeah. And then as like I got later into the like as I played the game more and stuff, I started using the automated Titans and stuff less, and just like dropping it and just letting it do its own thing. And so at that point I didn't really care. I still generally went for ones that had decent like moderate range. So like I started going Legion a bit more, but I didn't go Scorch or Ronin as much because I wanted a bit more survivability. But I generally still stuck with like Monarch or like Ion Tone. Ronin was made for hit and run tactics as well as killing F5s. Yeah.
Is that really you?
I felt like I'm on fairly cautious like playstyle with that kind of stuff, and so I would generally like hit and run wasn't my strong suit, so I didn't play Ronin as much. I also didn't like yeah, the red canisters, improv grenades. Yeah, I probably should have been doing that more. With Ronin, I did the the sword block. I didn't really like that much, and so I preferred the Titans with better shielding and stuff. I know it's a bit ironic considering I played Monarch, who doesn't really have like a proper shield like that. I'm pretty sure she's evil as well. Uh-oh, I do not have a lot of ammo there. Wait, actually, sir, is she my wife, or is it the wife still like a mystery or something? I still can't really remember who's. Girl, can you hurry up? God, take your sweet time, why don't you? Jesus. Girl, why do you not have a gun of your? Just use a gun. Hell, pick up one of those blades and stab him. I cannot do all of the work here. Jeez.
But I'll find a way.
But what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up killed, because you won't use a gun. Are you like some pacifist or something? The doctor goes against her. She's gonna die. She's gonna get not just herself killed. She's gonna get me killed if she keeps this. God, doctors. Ugh. How come back here and I'll toss you a gun. I can throw it over the... I could probably telekinesis it over this distance. Just to come back, I'll give you a gun and we're good. I'll give you the force gun. It's basically non-lethal. It's like a... Yeah, just like it's a blast of air. It just pushes him back. Always a good sign when the game gives you a room with a lot of loot right before an unknown area.
I see you've got the beacon, so head for the mining bay and attach it to the asteroid. I've been running trajectory calculations, and if we launch soon, there's a good chance the asteroid can reach a safe distance to begin transmitting. Still no sign of Hammond. In his state, I can't imagine he's still alive.
Well, maybe you should have gone and found him and went like initially, instead of letting me do all the work. You may have to remind me who Ashley is. I'm absolutely atrocious with names, especially in like video games and stuff. So I do not quite recall. But if they're worse, then I shudder at the thought. I don't know, I'm expecting like a next area, but I guess it's just okay. That's good. A Resident Evil 4 escort? That sounds miserable. Music's picked up. God, not again. God, I now understand why they gave me all that stuff before putting me into this miserable mission. Again, I'd just like to make it clear that I actually have good aim. And clearly even better dodging skills. God.
Safety gear must be worn at all times in Class A environments.
I can hear you. No, that's just maybe. And there's still the demon baby around somewhere. One shot, one kill. When I saw the pop-up, I thought he was going to come back to life and just completely embarrass me even more than I already have myself.
I've got elevator access to the mining subdeck. It was a security lockdown, although I don't think it helped them. Now that you've got the beacon and the key, head over there.
Gotta back up to the
It
top
looks like
first.
The asteroid is held in place by some gravity tethers. You'll have to knock those out before you can launch it.
Presidents, yeah. Escort, I don't know why games add so many. I mean, actually, no, that's not fair. Because escort missions, like, it is nice to have mission variety, so I'm not going to complain about their existence. But, like, make the NPCs a bit faster. Or, like, have better pathing or something. God, or just not completely useless. At least, like, give them a gun and, like, have them not do damage so they can pretend that they're useful. You know what I mean? Stasis back. Stasis back. Suit 4. Oh, it's so expensive. Why? Why is it so expensive? And God, why am I almost out of plasma energy again? Ashley would intentionally walk into enemies, put herself in bad situations that would cause get instant game over. I hate instant game overs. It's such like lazy design, I feel like. It's like just a personal pet peeve. Up there with like it's up there with freaking quick time events of like gaming pet peeves. So I think I go here, 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 maybe? Or up here is probably worth it. Just get the damage first. Because I think that's the most important. But we'll only do one. Product of its time during the GameCube era. Yeah, no, that's fair. I understand, like, why they... Like, I think that some of that stuff has a place, in, like, in older games and stuff. And so I'm less judgy about that. But I think in, like, newer games, like, insta-kill systems, or, like, just very punishing stuff, unless it's in, like, a rage game or something, it doesn't really have a place, in my eyes, I feel like. And when I say instant like game over stuff, I mean stuff that's like not really fully in your control, like NPC movement, or like a quick time event thing where it's like just kind of sprung on you. Speaking of the quick time, one of my friends is doing a group project and stuff, and one of their group mates suggested it for the game design. They're in a game design course, and so they're making a game that they have quick time events with instant death, and the game also is supposed to reset if you die, like it's a one life type thing. And I was absolutely appalled to learn about that decision there, to have those. Like, why would you? That was like, I can forgive instant game overs. I can forgive quick time events. I can forgive both of them together. But having it in a game where if you die, you go back to the beginning of the game, not the level, is just like you hate the player. Like that's just it's just not a fun experience as a player. Especially because they hadn't really had quick time events as a mechanic, because it was mainly like a platformer type game, and they hadn't really had quick time events as a mechanic at all. And so like adding like a new mechanic and having it be what hurts you and stuff and all that, it just seems, well, absolutely atrocious design decision to me. Yeah, I think I don't know too much about the game, to be honest, where I could talk about like the rest of it. I haven't tried it. I've meaning to go over to their place and hang out and maybe try it at that point. But it does, like, besides the quick time event, terrible idea by the group mate, the game does seem fun. And I do love good platformer game. Just, oh god, I wish game designers, QuickTime events in games that aren't like, you know, like Telltale series, QuickTime event based games. I feel like they just don't, they are not a great experience. Sure, I should say they're very hard to properly put into a game in a way that's enjoyable. Especially if they're not, like, introduced immediately or a core part of the game. Same with instant death. Because, like, I feel it's just very, like, imagine if, like, in Titanfall, one of the BT, like, dialogue options was, you know, like, those are timed and stuff, and if you didn't choose or whatever, it just, gets you. That would just, like, it would be so out of place and just completely, like, out of left field, that it just would ruin the experience, I feel like. What's the EDF? I'm sorry, I'm a lot of, like, names and stuff, I'm, like, awful at remembering. Like, I've probably heard of the game before, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah. Like, my game knowledge is terrible, not because I haven't played a lot of games, but just because I can't remember shit about any of them. Or at least not, yeah, not off the top of my head.
Second engineer Dallas reporting. This will be my last report. I've seen what they do to the bodies, what they become. I can't let that happen to me. At least if I don't have any limbs.
The EDF does
I
seem
won't be able
very
to kill
familiar,
anyone when
though.
I'm infected. Please tell Dawn and the kids that I love them. Oh God! No! One more. One more.
Criteria for games is simple. Make it fun. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's the general criteria as well. I think pretty much everyone would agree with. I do think that there is some, room to be critical, particularly with how the game is monetized in regards to that. Because a lot, like, if you aggressively or predatorily monetize a game that is fun, I think that's still a negative. But for gameplay itself, as long as it's fun, it doesn't really matter what the game's, like, the gameplay itself feels like, I guess. Or game itself is, as long as it's combined, it's fun. I am struggling with words today, huh? Why no show up? Where did it go? It could have engaging story, good graphics, great mechanics. If it's not fun, it feels like a missed potential. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, generally, like, obviously a lot of those combined are gonna a lot of those combined are going to equal like a fun experience generally, but and I think even if you like go away from a couple of them, but there are still like games, especially with graphics and stuff, it's very easy to have great graphics and just like not a fun game. That's why, like, with even, like, all the Unreal Engine, like, the new Unreal Engine stuff, it looks awesome, and, like, I'm excited that it's gonna exist, but I'm a bit, subdued in that, because it doesn't really matter how good that is if, like, they just don't know what to do with it, really, like, the designers, and don't make good games to go with it. Because I feel like, I feel that graphics are kind of like the least important aspect of the game, generally. Because you can kind of see, like, with the wide variety from, like, pixel and, like, retro games to, like, modern games, that they're still, like, it doesn't really matter as long as it has, like, a good like gameplay loop and experience and stuff. Like, it's still important, but I feel like it's definitely like the least important if you're to have like the triangle of like good games, with the other two being like story and like gameplay. Yeah, gameplay is probably, as much as it pains me as like someone who loves RPGs and stuff, gameplay is like the most important, because it's a lot easier to have fun in a game with the gameplay good than if like the story's good and the gameplay's bad. If that didn't really make sense. Sorry. It's what is one sec. Games with good gameplay and bad story generally are going to be more fun than games with bad gameplay and good story, I feel like. More fun, and also like generally better games. There's a reason why India is starting to take over after AA failures. Hungry for fun game. Yeah. I do think that it is also kind of just as a result of not even like a lack of innovation in the AAA, just a lack of diversification of titles and stuff. Like when you're having like Call of Duty 27th, like the Modern Warfare 2 Supreme Deluxe Edition, it's just like it kind of gets old and it doesn't feel as exciting anymore. Like even if they were to release like a game with very similar mechanics and just like don't set it in Call of Duty, I feel like that there would see more success and that kind of thing. And so it's very unfortunate that they just try to always like play it safe. I think like the only real exceptions are stuff like FIFA and like the sports games, because I feel like they have good success despite being essentially resales of like the same game. India's cheaper diversification of experimental gameplay, like that. Yeah, that's also a definite part of it. Like, it's a lot cheaper to be an indie dev now. But I feel like that AAA's I feel like they have, because they've proven that they can make good games. I think, like, objectively, that's, like, AAA studios can make good games. If they really, like, it's just infrequent. And if they stick to the same pattern of like playing it safe, they're not gonna get a good game. Is the problem. Like India, I feel like just doesn't even really need to do anything against like to compete against AAA. He just needs to wait while AAA just shoots itself in the foot constantly. And of course, there's obviously like the big thing of monetization. Like you said, it's cheaper. AAA is more expensive, and indie is cheaper, and that's just a huge factor, particularly with overall opinion of the games. If it's like aggressively monetized and stuff. Is this boss fight again? This feels like it's gonna fall on me. What do I do? What do I? Am I not supposed to be here? Do I have to get on it? I have to get on the asteroid thingy, right? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they just have to release good games and let A serve stuff out. Yeah. I just hope they don't fall into, like, indie studios don't fall into the same pattern of, like, re-release the game, like, that. I think I figured it out. I just need to. I just need to time it properly and not be like a complete dunce, and I should have it. Well, indie, unlike AA, doesn't. I mean, yes, generally. I think I'm a bit worried when I see games like Hades 2 and stuff. I'm super hyped for like a new game, like Hades game, because I really love Hades. But also, there is like in the back of my mind that fear of like they're gonna go and start making like Hades 4 and that kind of thing. Because they very easily could, like if they just wanted to do mythology based. How would I know? I will figure out how do I do this. I don't know how to do this.
Entering zero gravity.
Oh, okay, wait. Is it this thing? I'm learning, I think. Or I'm just wasting time on something useless. I also need to learn how to plant, like, the thing. I should just see.
Entering zero gravity.
Yeah, I mean, it's... No! Yeah, I mean, yeah, sorry. You can, if you know how to do it properly, and I'm just doing it completely wrong, feel free to point it out. I don't mind, like, backseating and stuff. As long as it's not, like, super spoilery or anything, so that's fine. But I'm assuming if it's just, like, explaining how to do it to me, like, rocket canister, where are those? Go somewhere. Maybe back here. I've heard the combat music start, which is always fun. Yep. Where's a rocket canister? Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm assuming you made the red canisters that explode, because I didn't see any there. Oh, I didn't see any, but I'll... Okay, there's none in, like, this immediate room, and I don't want to, like, go back looking too far and have it just be in that room, like an idiot, so we'll just go back here and do it properly. I should have probably realized that there actually would be in the room, even if I didn't see it initially. That would have been smart.
Entering zero gravity.
So where does it go? God, oh, that's definitely seem more resilient. I still don't get why we do head first. I've said this like so many times now, but why head first? It seems unsafe. I'm armed and dangerous. Oh, sweet, and it's good ammo too. Let's go. Okay, where are you? Rocket canister. Rocket canister. Alright, well this isn't a rocket canister, but it's something. Oh, there it is. And so I'm assuming I'd like throw it at that thing and try to break it or something. That's my guess. Wait, no, that's not a rocket canister. Where's the... Am I just completely blind? At least I'm finding this stuff, which is nice. Oh yeah, so go to the wheels. Do I have to do both the wheels? Ah, okay. I don't think I... Oh, wait, no. That was the wrong thing. No. Oh, stasis, then shoot it. Oh, wait. That would make sense. Did I? Oh, I... Oh, okay, so that's how to get the rings to stop. Nope, nope, nope. I'm guessing they like repair or start working again after. We are making progress. We're learning. Oh, does that damage them too? I need to jump on the rock and walk outside. I timed that terribly. I will learn this. I will solve puzzle.
Entering zero gravity.
I really just need you to use the force gun. Suffering. Okay, before I do this, let's reload. Make sure I'm full up on stasis. Okay, so I need to freeze those, shoot them, and then go there. It looks like it's timed. Freeze the ring.
Entering zero gravity.
Can I just shoot them when they're not frozen? I wonder. Okay, I can. They reset. Can I just shoot the things enough to break them? Is that an option?
Entering zero gravity.
So what if I try this one's the which one's
Entering vacuum.
Okay, I got super lucky there. Oh god, where to go now? Go away, Nightmare Baby, I don't have time for you.
Warning. Payload 8772 is no longer tethered. Untrained
How do I get
personnel
back
should
now?
leave the area immediately.
Where's the exit? Alright, thank you for guiding me through that. Really appreciate it. Oh, I have to put the beacon on it and stuff still. With the ring. Oh, so I'm looking forward to that. At least the rings don't pick favorites. Can I cheese it by going? Oh God. I think I messed up.
Entering zero
Indeed,
gravity.
I did. Do I not have to be on it to do the beacon?
Entering vacuum.
Okay. Can I shoot from here? No. I can put it up here where it's safe. If only I realized that sooner.
Warning. Payload 8772 is no longer tethered. Untrained personnel should be exiting vacuum.
God damn it. I was so close. Okay, but it should be fairly simple to do now.
Entering zero gravity.
Go here, jump here. Run over so I have a good angle. My timing's a bit off.
Entering vacuum.
No, they interrupted. Motherfuckers. How dare they? Ooh, that was close. I really like how it muffles the sounds and stuff when you're in space. That's a really nice design choice.
Warning. Payload 8772 is no longer tethered. Untrained personnel should leave the area immediately.
Okay.
Exiting. Exiting zero gravity.
Gives claustrophobia, actually. I haven't really thought about giving claustrophobia, but I definitely agree as the terror. Yeah, it just makes it like feel unnatural. Oh, I have to go to the console? Well, I'm probably gonna have to... Actually, before we go to the console, and risk triggering some kind of fight or something, where is the save? Where's the no save? I thought there was a save. Nope. I guess not. Could have sworn there was a save.
Entering zero gravity.
Alright, let's make this quick and painless. Everybody's alien, but at least they get good money. Asteroid, is it not this room? Do I have to like hit it or something? Yeah, what's... I'm guessing it's a console in a different room.
Exiting zero gravity.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it. This is probably not a good sign for the status of the ship.
Dinner will be served in the mess hall in 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet, food. Alright, we're starting to make our way towards the Mark IV suit. Actually, wait. I could just get it. Who needs air cans anyways? Very nice. Yeah, we got a drip upgrade. We styling now. What? Let me see. What can I get here? Very nice. Maybe if you, so we maybe go for here or yeah, it's just range. Stasis is nice, but I don't need upgrading. It's 3 each for the health. At some point I probably should upgrade the air, but you know, worry about that later. Oh, I should save also, definitely. Okay, this is the right way. Okay.
Payload 8772 launched.
Beacon's on its way. All functions normal and broadcasting wideband. Now we just have to hope somebody's listening. I'll position the array receiver. I thought I saw my brother again. He waved to me, like nothing was wrong.
Anomaly detected.
Okay.
Activated.
I should be able to leave this channel open. What? The comms array receiver isn't responding. Isaac, can you get back to the bridge? We need that array online or we can't receive signals from anyone responding to the beacon.
God, why can't I have to do everything for him again? Heal up. That wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. I imagine I'll still have to fight my way back. Yeah, black one is tougher, any higher damage. Yeah. I've been trying to upgrade my damage, but mixed success, I feel like. I have a ways to go on the force cannon, but I do still think that's probably my best bet once I get like one of their arms or something. I have to go back into the Why'd they put the elevator in like the middle of the exhaust vents? That seems like an absolutely awful design choice, honestly. Wait, if I position... Okay, they're dead. That's not good. What are those? I haven't seen those much. Oh, do those guys not drop loot? Rip. Alright, I think with this, we're just about at the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for coming, and I hope you have a great day, afternoon. I'm gonna check if anyone else in FlaVR is streaming, that I can suggest you go watch. But yeah, this will be it. It does not look like anyone else is streaming at the moment, that I can see at least. Or has anything up for soon. Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you for coming. Hope you all have a great day, afternoon, morning, whenever. And yeah, I think that's about it. Gonna be streaming Minecraft tomorrow, then I'm gonna be posting a schedule as well, updates, a change schedule for next week. Still gonna be doing Dead Space, next Friday is the plan, but I wanna, change up one thing, basically. Yeah, and then that's it. Alright, I'm bad at outros. But anyways, yeah, thank you for coming.